And we're live! Good morning, everybody. Hello, Legion. Sorry for the bit of a late start. I needed cream puffs.
Sorry for being late. We had cream puffs and some other good stuff.
Mm-hmm. So delicious.
Yes, this game is the game we're playing today is called Wartales, and it is not for the faint of heart. It is a little on the difficult side. So yeah, let's check this out.
What am I doing? It says your companions are apprentice friends looking for an adventure, or men escorting merchants who lost their employer, or deserters fleeing an abusive captain, or young farmers looking for a better life, or bandits looking to escape the guard. Oh, and I get different stats and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Each of them gives you a little bit of a different starting experience.
Okay. What did these experiences do?
So influence is like you're a hero of the people. The higher your influence, the more people know about you, the more they look up to you, the more they're like, oh yeah, Moon's gonna save us, that kind of thing.
Okay.
And then the spiky thing, if you go down to the bottom.
Oh, suspicion.
Suspicion is your infamy. How if it's high enough, guards will hunt you down and try and kill you. And most of the time it needs to be about 70 or higher.
Okay.
They will track you down. If you've stolen stuff, they will take the stuff away. They will make you pay for it. If you're high enough, they'll throw some of your people in prison. So it's a rough start. And you can go if you want to play the bandit and just kill everybody. You can certainly do that. That is something you can certainly do. You can lay waste to the countryside and kill all the merchants and and then people will like run away from you and scream and whatnot. So, but there are some times where you have to make some decisions that sometimes you have to where you will gain suspicion. Sometimes there's some bad guards, some corrupt people, and even killing them will raise your suspicion because it's like, oh, little Johnny, he never did anything wrong. He was the perfect guard. I mean, he just charged us an extra 10% every time we came through the gate. I don't know why. He said it was for the family fund of the area. And turns out no, he's just been using it to buy prostitutes or something. So it's like, yeah. So having a high suspicion can I did have it high once because I stole some wood. Because I really needed lumber, and I stole it from a slave owner. Oh. Well, turns out that was reported to the police, and they really didn't like that. So, yeah, I later returned and killed the slave owner just to kind of spite them. So, anyways, the crowns are the money, so that's the gold, and. The gold is such a headache in this game. Oh really? My god, it is such a headache. It is extremely painful to have to deal with. There are some cases where it's just brutal. Your people demand payment every 3 days.
Oh. Only every 3 days.
And if you stiff them on one payment, it only goes to the next payment. And if you stiff them more than once or twice, they just leave you and you just lose the game. The money cost, I would say that's one thing that is so unbalanced about this game. It's like having 100 crowns means that you're really rich. Okay. And these MFers every 3 days are like, give me 50 crowns. And it's where are you putting the money?
Literally.
And so that's something that really needs to be fixed. I think the cost, some of the guys will cost you $33 every 3 days. And I think that needs to be dropped down to about 6 or 7 gold. Because that seems, your gold payments to your crew, to a really good skilled crew, shouldn't be more than 100 gold every every couple days. Now, there are some things that you can take that reduce that cost and do some other things. But it makes trading a lot harder to do. So, anyways.
I want to do merchants then, because most money.
Yeah. But you also... what's the other one? Some of the other ones
There's bread, companions experience.
Okay, so the companions experience is good because you'll start out with like more combat experience. And
does that get me money?
And if you think the money issue was bad, wait until you see what happens in the combat, because this is going to be a very difficult game. So my recommendation is to start with the deserters.
Okay.
Because you have a better, well mixed group. So your group actually functions better. You get one swordsman, one archer, one ranger, one brute. The other way that you could go is you could go the double archer path, because that is quite handy as well. Each class is decent. Some are more decent than others, but the soldier group is going to be the most like well-rounded as far as like actual combat goes.
Okay.
So,
and then how about this stuff for the companions? Is like choose your destiny. So, like used to long walks, it reduces fatigue stacks by 10%. Cunning fighters increases experience gained in combat by 10. Show incredible resilience, so constitution increased by 10. Excellent at slap games, I like that. Critical damage by 10%, or know how to talk to new recruits. Like what kind of is more important here? I'm like kind of thinking like combat experience maybe.
The anything that reduces like overall things by a percentage amount is really good, or increases it by a percentage amount is really good. Recruitment cost, you're probably, if you're happy with your initial team like layout, you're only going to recruit maybe one, maybe two more people, tops, unless you're bad at the game, in which case everybody dies all the time, in which case you'll be recruiting members left and right. Like, oh look, we lost Johnny. No, we lost Kim. Kim was the last person we lost. Johnny we lost like 3 weeks ago. Oh, okay, so wait, was that Jimmy number 1 or number 2 or number 3? That was Jimmy number 3. Number 2 died the week before that, and number 1 just died yesterday. Oh, see, I was thinking of Jimmy number 1 when I said that. Yeah, that's what that's going to be like. So that really depends on, like, yeah, that stuff. And I mean, it's, again, that's if you don't really care about your soldiers' lives and you're just kind of like, meow, 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 meow.
Luna's
yes,
in.
yes. Yes. She's just, whenever I start talking on Saturday morning, she's just like, "What are you doing? I'm gonna get involved. I'm gonna chit chat too, because this is clearly what's going on here. You're clearly talking to me. You're not talking to somebody else. So yeah." And she's such a strange cat.
She really is funny. Double cat, but like when she's like, "You have something I want," she's so sweet.
Yeah, when you have something that's piqued your interest, yeah. So I would suggest, no, not Meek experience. I would suggest the combat experience or the
There's critical hit or reduce groups having. These are some interesting flaws.
Oh, they have so these are the flaws. Okay, so the flaws are like things that are going to screw you over. I do not under any circumstances. I never ever recommend eternal dissatisfaction.
No,
it is frankly brutal. It is brutal in how terrible they how upset the troops get. Like right now, I am suffering a -5 happiness.
Why?
Because I have 5 people in my team.
Oh, okay.
It's like, what is wrong with you guys? Like, seriously.
We're on an adventure. You should be happy.
Oh, it's really brutal. I think there might, like, and I don't even know if there's a way to like do the game with a smaller comp size. So yeah, I don't know. So I don't recommend unhappiness.
Decreased by 1. I don't
Now
want the unhappiness one.
that's not too bad because once you get like 2 horses, if you get 3 horses, your carrying capacity sits around 174.
Yeah, because like I don't really like the other debuffs either. There's like critical hit reduced by 3%, hard time getting up is like danger during rest increased by 10%. No, thank you. And very relative sense of loyalty. People leave if they're unhappy, increases by 10%. I don't like that either. I don't want to lose people, so I'm just like
I would say the weight
capacity.
is probably the carrying capacity is probably one of the things that you'll have to deal with the least, especially if you can get horses like a number of horses like earlier on.
Progress in the game to unlock new starting regions. Okay, and then everything normal.
I would put it on easy if you can.
Easy? Okay, easy it is.
Normal, in this game, normal is hard.
Oh, boo.
And hard is nightmare.
Okay, well, we are starting out. We are testing this out. I have not played this game at all. I literally just installed it and fired it up today. So, yeah. I have no idea what's going on other than we are on an adventure, friends.
In the first combat thing that you do on normal, it's a pretty close fight.
Okay.
On hard, you lose at least 1 or 2 people.
No, thank you. Okay, at the beginning, enough is enough. After bearing that horrible captain's abuse for far too long, your companions can finally enjoy their well-deserved freedom. Although, deserters are never a welcome sight, be it for their former colleagues or the locals who regard them as traitors for some reason. They will need to keep their heads down while still making a living. That's sad. Okay, here we are.
The suspicion meter goes away. You lose a little bit of suspicion every day.
Okay. I want to see what this is. Where is my suspicion meter? It's up there. Okay, it's 28 right now.
Mooney, there's something very wrong with your screen right now.
Oh?
You have like a double screen going.
Oh, really? Oh, weird. Hang on. I'll fix this.
On OBS, there's like seems to be like some kind of cutout of like something. I have no idea what's going on there. Do you have a double game window thing selected?
Maybe. Let's see. Oh, it's doing this. Here we go. Do like that. And then we should do like this. Oh, I don't know what's going on there. What the heck?
Check your windows. I think you probably have 2 open when we were doing League of Legends. You're capturing 2 different windows at the same time. You can just turn one of them off.
What? I don't know how it's doing that. Whoa. Okay. There we go. I think I got it? Yes. There we go. Okay.
Yeah,
better. Oh, it's nighttime now.
Yeah, there's a day-night cycle in the game.
Okay. Who are these? They have skulls on them.
Not sure. As far as I can figure, it's listed like your initial thing. Always pick up the sparklies. Sparklies are really important. Like, all sparklies are really important all the time.
Yes. Sparkles. Okay, we have fighting now. Now, is this turn-based?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I have a dirt. Hello, a dirt. You have...
You can so during initial combat, you can rotate your people around, and you can move them around the field. So you just drag them from, like, initial spot to initial spot. So if you want them more grouped up, you can group them up a little bit more. You can move anybody into the blue squares.
Oh, okay. Then let's see.
So you want your archers in the back.
Archers in the
and
back.
you want your shielders or your heavy fighters in the front.
Okay, I think I have... There's a sword guy, a baton guy, and a stabby guy. Okay, my archer's in the back. Do I have a 5th person? Or do
No,
I just
you only have
4?
4.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, now what? Let's see. Do I just go for it?
Now, turn order is unlimited. You can select whoever you want to go first, and then proceeding through the list, you can select anybody to go in whatever order you want them to.
Okay.
Down the bottom left, you'll see
their turn.
you'll see where the turn orders are. It's like one or two of your people get to go, then one of the enemy guys gets to go, and then back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Okay, so let's see. Let's go with Mr. Hammer Dude. We'll do that. And want that guy. Do I like click and drag him over onto the guy? What do I do? How do I make him attack? This?
You click move.
Move. Over here. And hammer him. What? Hammer. What? How? Yes? Do I only get one move? How do I hit him?
You click the hammer.
I click the hammer.
And then you select him. You keep selecting the enemy.
Well,
Don't do that.
I was trying to click the hammer thing. Okay, so there we go. And then that's the end of my turn. Do I have to hit end?
You have to hit the little sand timer thing.
Timer. Yes. Okay, and now you shall move over here. Okay, so this is kind of D&D.
And then the best thing to do is to try and focus down one person as quickly as you can. And you have to make sure that you don't hit your friends when you're selecting area attack abilities, because your area attack abilities can hit your friends.
Oh. Yay! I got him. Oh wait. He still has... Okay, well. He had armor. I did not realize this.
So the armor is another interesting thing in the game. Armor is like... you can repair it after combat, but repairing your armor all the time gets really expensive. So having good armor is a heavy and expensive investment, and keeping it up is also a very heavy investment. And there's having one person with a ton of armor and a ton of guard is also really good. Excuse me. So having so guard reduces the damage of incoming attacks as long as the unit has armor. Attacks from behind ignore armor reduction by 50%. So there's guard, armor, and then your hit points. And guard just impacts how little damage you take from getting attacked in a frontal position. So it's always good to have somebody who's got really, really high guard from armor, and then really, really high guard from shields, and then you can like have them take the hits. But in this game, there's a lot of enemies, and in some cases, there's way more enemies than there is characters, so everybody's going to get beat on constantly. And only medium and light armor, medium and heavy armor wearers get that guard percentage. So poison and bleeds and burns and things like that only affect your character when that character is taking their turn. Okay. So if you can finish a fight without activating a person who's currently bleeding or on fire, it's best to do that, because then they avoid taking that damage. And as soon as you get out of combat, all of those dots go away, except for infection, which stays forever. Well, not forever, but like it stays for a really long time.
Let me get this.
And I spent over an hour re-rolling my initial starting companions until I got a character that I liked, because you can't customize your character in this for some stupid reason. It's so annoying.
Ha-ha! There we go. Yay! I got damaged armor and level ups, and we got human remains. Okay. Yeah,
You can't take those unless you can't take human remains unless you turn into a cannibal.
I see. Okay, we're not a cannibal. We're gonna take rope. We're gonna take this dagger, and experience points is already there. Okay, so I'm done. And then should I repair? I should probably repair. No?
Yeah, since it was only your 2 frontliners, probably a good idea.
Yeah. Okay. Good job, Tibal and Kudar.
Then you should also see, I think you took it away because it's not on your screen and I don't know why. So there should be a button to have your companion window show up. And again, I don't know where it went. So top left corner, the little like troop bonuses.
Troops and bonuses? I have 5 companions in my troop.
That you should, there's a window that should pop up with companions. I don't know how you removed it. I think you just need to click the troop and bonuses.
Troop bonuses. There we go. I have a pony. Hello, pony. Pony is my companion.
So now you can level up 2 of your characters because that's what the arrows are.
I want to level up the pony.
Ponies don't get level up because they don't get in combat. There is some, like, they have built combat abilities for them. I don't think the animations are ready though, so I think that's why they're not in combat, or it requires a ranger who can control animals. That's the closest thing I can figure. I haven't figured that out yet. So you want to be, so when you're making these decisions, you want to be very, 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 very careful. So you always need somebody who's got heavy armor in the group, because there's a couple of boss fights where they will get focused, and you will need them to have the weakening attack, and then the shielding ability on top of that. So there's one guy that you fight early on in the game. He does like 300 damage every hit to everybody. And if you have a tank, you can cut that down to about 20 damage. And so that's what you need that for. So you need a destroyer with heavy armor. You always need at least one person with that. Is the preferred way to go. And then you also have to set their stat points. When you're setting their stat points, a double plus arrow, or the 2+ arrows mean that the stat bonus will go up twice, versus the normal one will only go up once. So it's for the most part, it's best to follow the double bonuses. It's a little bit more luck, but you just get way more out of it, out of the characters. And my guys who are currently level 5, most of them have like really high crit chance, and that's good, because I followed that pathway as much as I could, and it does like maximize out. So.
Okay, and then I've got this one. Do I want to increase the damage of my swordsman?
So swordsman is kind of ends up becoming your AoEer for the most part, as far as like melee AoE. You can get your ranger to do that too, but really like the ability to like hit multiple targets at once and just to cleave them out is really handy. So the swordmaster is a really good build for that. It is a good build for that. The protector can also be really good if you're building a super defensive based team, but I haven't experimented with that at all since the game's release.
Okay, and there we go. Oh, I have a workshop. Oh.
You can also set their. You also need to set their
professions.
Their professions. You might as well set. They can change professions whenever they want to. They just lose whatever experience they have in that profession. So you can set all of their professions to be a tinkerer, at the beginning, and everybody gets that bonus to. I think it's a 2% bonus to critical hit. So that's actually really good. You could set that up. And then as far as who you want actually being your actual like person doing your job, you want that to be like one person who benefits the most from that thing. So your archer or your Stabby McStabberson should be your tinkerer because it gives them bonus to crit. And typically your ranger, your archer, sorry, not your ranger, your archer is usually the best pick for that.
I was gonna go
because
with the
my archer currently has 29% chance to crit. So
nice.
it's he mows stuff down like really, really well.
Okay, what do I want to do with the workshop here? What do I want to make? Let's see.
Well, you need to you make as a just a general rule, make everything at least once.
Okay.
So make one thing of everything that you have. The option to, and make sure that you're doing that on the proper character. You don't want to do that on a character who's going to drop tinkering and pick up like mining or smithing or something like that.
Okay. So
there are a lot of professions in the game. There's a grand total of 9 professions, and each person can only have one profession. So, as a group of 4 people, you have to really pick and choose who's going to go with what, and there's going to be some things that are probably not going to be the best. One of the best things to pick up is Alchemist, Tinkerer. You really need a Tinkerer because the Tinkerer builds out your camp and gives you things that you need and is
like
very handy to have around. Yeah, you can make a cooking pot. However, a cook, I do not currently have a cook because they're for the most part pointless. Like you don't like they're really nice to have for like buffs and stuff like that, but you really just don't have the need of using a cook. Like it's not as vitally important as say having a thief or having an apocrypha, an alchemist, or definitely having a blacksmith. Blacksmith's probably the most important. Blacksmith is easily the most important person in the group because they make all of the weapons and armor that you need, and you really, if you want the best gear,
where am I going?
You want to go check out that farm close by. There's a little farm over there.
I would like to go check out the farm, but there's some sus. I don't know. There's like a little sus symbol on those people.
They will only pull you over if you're if you have stolen stuff in your inventory or if you are wanted. And that there's a little line on that sus thing where that line can change, but right now it's way off to the right. It's at like 70.
I'm not wanted.
So you're not wanted. You're fine.
Okay. Oh, what do I do here? I just talk.
So you can talk to people, and you can buy horses.
When I think of how many people don't shoe their horses, it makes me want to pull out the little hair I have left, which is not much. I could steal stuff, or I could buy it probably. Tell you what, buy a horse from us, and I'll throw in the shoes for free. Okay, that's interesting. Inspec. Wheat, grease. So I could steal stuff from there. Who is this? The Terran. Although the war in Edoran has been a boon for my business, I cannot help but feel for my poor horses. Aw, I can tell you aren't soldiers. Take them with you if you can. Otherwise, they would most likely end up dead on the battlefield through no fault of their own. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
It's very sad.
So in this perspective, you want to take, before you leave here, you want to attempt to steal something.
Why?
So, because it'll turn on the thief ability.
Oh.
You don't actually have to steal anything. You just have to like press the option to, and that'll introduce the new thing for the new profession of thief. Okay. And you need a thief because you need to steal things from time to time, such as keys that open doors that progress plot. So you actually need a thief almost all the time.
Okay, so
they can pick chains, they can get into barrels, they can get into all kinds of stuff.
Thief. Who do I want to be my thief?
You typically always want your McStabbyson to be your thief. Yeah. So
thief. It just says must. Oh, there we go.
Yes, you have to click to change it. and then now you have two. You have two different things. And being a thief, I haven't really done it this round because in my game, but it is good to steal from people every once in a while. You don't have to steal things of like importance, but you do need to boost their skill up, and that's the one thing I haven't actually done with my character.
Okay.
You don't steal anything when you have like already have some wanted status, but if you get that down to 0, then just steal like one thing every once in a while from somewhere. So like some salt or some whatever. It's like just small stuff, and that keeps their skill up, and then that gives them a better ability to like pick locks and stuff like
Did I
that in the
steal
future.
it? Did it work? Oh. Oh, it worked. There it is. Ooh. Okay, they don't catch me. Oh. Okay. Steal the horse.
No, it just raises your suspicion. That's all.
Okay.
And anything you steal, as soon as you have stuff in your inventory, that's going to, like, people are going to, like, look for you and they're going to start, like, hunting you down.
Okay.
So if you have stolen stuff, like, say you steal some food.
I just did.
Like,
Steal some
immediately
meat and
eat that
eggs.
food.
Oh.
Well, not immediately, but, like, go to your camp and when you rest, just make sure you eat all that stolen food right away.
Just use all the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't want to run around with it in your inventory. There is a fence in the game. A fence as in like somebody who will buy stuff that you stole for a little bit of a higher markup. So
I cannot.
that's really good if you're stealing like consumer goods, because you can steal a lot of consumer goods and you can turn around and sell that for an enormous amount of money. But it's a little bit of it's a little tricky to do that, and it's going to spike up your wanted status like really fast, and if you get caught, then you're going to be forced to pay an enormous fine or some other stuff.
I think I need to go get some materials to use the stuff that I stole, because I don't have any way
grease,
to cook it.
So first of all, you're going to use the grease to make torches.
But
So
how?
you need to make a torch. So you need wood and you need cloth. Do you have wood or cloth?
None.
No, I don't think you have either.
I only have rope.
Yeah, so then you're gonna have to, as far as the food goes, you can eat that right away.
It must be cooked before eating. It says.
What is it?
Wheat.
Oh, wheat. Okay, so you need some salt, and you need to have one person turn into a baker. So. Yeah.
Oh, hey, look.
You.
I found a sparkly. Going to get the sparkly. I don't know what this is. I'm hidden, right?
In the woods? Yeah, you're more hidden than you are when you're out on the main road.
Okay.
You can try to like meet up with the refugees. Refugees have a little like stick with a little bag at the end of it. Sometimes they'll take stolen stuff. I think.
This little money person?
No, money persons are traders.
Okay. I'm gonna just travel through the forest.
I think you have a skill point you can use on your book if you go to your compendium. You should have a skill point that you can spend on something.
Okay. There's knowledge or workshop.
So the best. So you can learn endurance training, long distance running, fragility are your top like 3 things. Past that, comradeship, community, and camaraderie and community are probably your best picks. You can also pick run, but run's not super helpful. And then if you're starving to death, you like rationing is something that you should probably consider taking too. But in all honesty, if you're fighting lots of wolves and wild boars, you should not ever run into those issues. You really, really shouldn't. ever need to run into those issues.
Okay. Camaraderie then? Maybe?
I took endurance training first because
Movement
the
speed.
endurance
Yes, please.
training means that you can move faster and get more stuff done between rests.
Okay. Alright, I found some. Are you bandits? We have nothing. We are only refugees fleeing the Adorian War. Please let us go, I beg you. Give?
So you
Or
can
attack?
give them stuff will increase your influence. You can see if they can if they'll buy the stolen stuff. They probably won't. If they have salt, you can buy 2 salt so that you can actually make some bread out of the wheat that you stole.
Yes. I bought some salt. 1 salt. Okay.
You need 1 for 1 bread.
2 salt.
So you need two salt.
Okay. Okay. There we go. Now that is good, I think. Yes.
And you still actually have to make a cooking pot.
Yes, I do.
Which is going to take 8 iron and 4 wood. So if you need more iron and wood, there's some wood directly north of the town at a lumber mill, and the iron, there's a bunch of iron like just spread around the area. If you go near iron, you're going to find near mountains and near like rocky,
kind of rocky
places. And staying on the road lets you travel much faster without needing to take constant breaks.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's a wealthy farm. I found some wood. I think some bandits are following me too, so I'm like trying to get away. Okay. Let's see.
You can visit the farms every time you visit a new place. There's like new quests and stuff there. Okay. The wealthy farm has a high-end quest, so I wouldn't suggest you take it.
Okay.
But if you talk to the people at the wealthy farm and start the event, they'll tell you where the bandit camp is, and you can go and sell stolen stuff at the bandit camp.
Huh. Are you mercenaries? Oh, bless the all-seeing eye. You are our last hope. I swear I'll find a way to pay you. You must warn my husband's friends. They need to come and help him. Yes, ask them to come. If only they could speak in his favor, reason with the people who want to kill him for a handful of gain. Okay. Should I accept anyways?
Mm-hmm.
Just do it later? Okay. My husband only told me that his friends live north of the lake not far from here. Please come back quickly. Who are you? You're the village chief Odie. Do not take pity on this scoundrel. He fled his home country to come and steal our crops. What? This Adorian leech will be strung up for his crime, and soon we will all sleep easy. Wow. Harsh. Harsh man.
Yeah.
Oh, more wheat. Okay, we're going to get out of here. Interesting. Oh, I see something up here. I want to get to it. I don't think we can. We do not have a grappling hook. Oh, I see something else over here. Let's try to grab this thing. What is this? Come out this way. Yes! We can pick it up! What are these, like, flowers in? Oh, plants. Okay.
The bandit camp is north next to the river. It's not north in the mountains.
But I want to get iron? This is not how I get iron?
No, iron is near the base of mountains or in caves or mines. Like, there's some iron up in the northern mountains, but you most likely meet a giant pack of wolves before you find iron.
Okay. Well, it looks like there's more plants and herbs. What is that little tent icon? Is that telling me I need to camp?
Yes, that's telling you that you guys are really tired, and if you get attacked while that's on, you'll be fatigued.
Okay.
And that's not a good thing in combat because it reduces your overall damage and just it's a bad news day for everybody.
Use. We shall eat. Oh, okay. Oh no! Everybody's starving.
Oh, you gave away too much of your food and you haven't fought any wolves yet.
No. Uh-oh. 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 So.
I did mention, I thought I mentioned that you really need to go to town first. You didn't.
I did not go to town.
You did not go to town, so you really need to go to town ASAP. Otherwise, you're going to be in big trouble.
Okay, my troops are moving very slowly now.
Okay, yeah, that means they're super exhausted. So eventually, they're just going to stop moving entirely. So you need to like go to camp and eat some food.
Okay, camp. How do I make you eat food?
So you go to the fireplace and you select your food.
Okay. Ah!
Go to the
fireplace.
Go to the camp, the fireplace, select a food, and then rest.
It won't let me click rest. This game is still under development.
So I've never run into this scenario where I didn't have enough food. So I don't know what to do here because I've never run out of food.
Yes. Oh no! Somebody died of exhaustion. I lost my archer.
Okay, you might want to see if you can reload from the nearest town save.
Yeah.
Return to last village.
I cannot. I think I just have to I didn't even save.
So,
gosh. Return to menu. We are going to reload.
All right. So yes. Okay. Remember to save the game.
Yes. Save often.
Save often. Especially in this game, there is only one save. There's one save and one save only. Period. So you have to make sure that you are saving appropriately in appropriate situations. And yes, you need to not give away... You gave away your food to the refugees, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, yeah, don't do that. When you have no food, don't give away all your food to random people.
I thought I was helping. Fight. Hi Arturo, good morning. He has a question in the chat. Does Sony PlayStation have a chance to compete against Microsoft Xbox?
They're sure trying. They're booting up this new thing for to compete with Xbox Live Game Pass. So I don't know. We'll really see. I think that a lot of you got to remember that the last generation PlayStation won because Microsoft got up on stage and stabbed themselves in the stomach repeatedly over and over and over and over and over again, thinking that somehow this would be a good thing. Obviously, they're idiots. Obviously, that was the dumbest thing they could have done. Obviously, it was extremely foolish and incredibly stupid. But the bad thing that it did to Sony is it gave Sony a false sense of security, as in, oh, they're in the lead now. And there's nothing that Microsoft can do to compete with them. That's what they started thinking. That's what they started believing. And they started to view... There are some board members that view Microsoft as a non-competitor. And so the last couple of months, obviously they've been competing, and competing well. And because of that, there's been this really lackadaisical, thing. They haven't been pushing that much stuff. The games have been they've had good games, but in comparison, they're not that good when you're comparing it to what everybody else is able to create and do and build off on. So Will they? Can they be successful? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It's a difficult difficult query.
By accident.
So
I don't like this troop. This guy has a runaway instead of a thing.
did you select? And careful about shooting your friends in the back.
Start the battle. I thought he was a better archer than that.
No, you need to like get line of sight. Now, if you get them to have the ability, what's it called? When you level up, if you take barrage will not hit your allied units. Barrage will only hit your enemy units. But it requires the enemies to move into a zone that you've selected for that. So this is where you might like archers. You want them in the back, but they should probably attack first. So if you move your archer up to one of the closer zones, you can have them shoot at the enemy first. Then you can have your melee guys move up and intercept them. And when you're positioning, if you position them where the enemy there's a clear shot at the enemy, they won't like you'll see it tells you like 100% or whatever. So if you can, shooting them in the back or the side is always preferable.
Come here. Disengages and moves in a straight line up to 5 meters between units.
Disengage just means like moving away from the enemy. It's not.
Oh, they just like run away somewhere.
Yeah, they just run away, and they can. Now it's good to use in some cases where you need to move them out of a heavy pack of enemies or something like that, but. I don't use disengage very often. I think I've only used it like once. And it was just to reposition. It wasn't necessarily to like do something else.
I shot my friend by mistake. No, that's okay.
You gotta remember to use the movement of the archers. The archers you can move the archer, fire, and then move them again. They're not stuck just doing that.
Yeah, there we go. We took him out! Yes? What just happened? Oh, right. Go. Okay, there we go. Repair all, yes. Continue. Okay. Then you guys need to level up. Valorious. Beastmaster. Enter. Okay, I need to choose one of these. Archer. So Archer. Every time an enemy unit ends their turn next to an enemy is not engaged in combat, you gain one jewel thing. Every time this unit kills an enemy, you gain one jewel.
So you have an archer.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Okay, that's a little different than what I had options for them. Oh, no. That's right. You want to take infantryman. When you get that option, that's the one you want. That's that barrage ability.
Okay.
I didn't recognize the name. As far as the other ones go, though, your archer is going to be often the person who ends up killing people, or like finishing them off, because they have the ability to attack. They can have the ability to attack multiple times. So typically, you want them to, like, especially if you're using them as a finisher, then that's the best option.
Okay, that makes sense. Now my ranger. Same thing. Okay.
So again, your Stabby McStabberson, they get rangers can end up, especially if you go strategist or cutthroat or something like that, they can end up killing a ton of people. So again, that's the two characters that I have that selected both. So yeah, it's just being the finishers.
Okay, there we go. Upgraded. Now I can go to this team. Hello, farm. Hello, stables. I said hello, stables. There we go. Fish oil. Food. Still? Thank you. Yes. You shall be a tinker, and you shall also be a tinker, and you shall also be a tinker, but we shall use you. There we go. Talk to you. Okay. Now we shall leave. Town's up here. I think it was.
So now, in the immediate area, you want to look for any interactable thing, and there's lots and lots of interactable things that are not clear or sparkling on the map. One of the things is there's a little there's a thing. Right, stop.
Stopping.
There's a thing right outside the farmer's hut there, where the farmer's house. That's an interactable that you can take some stuff off of.
Okay.
It's like a little camp with smoke coming out of it.
Aha. That was very
It's
hidden.
just to the north. Yes, you want to and this is, you can scroll in and you can carefully examine the area for all kinds of things. And yeah, cloth, really important. You really needed that cloth for you can go to camp now and you can make a torch, I think. Oh no, wait, you don't have grease.
I don't have the stuff.
Okay. You should be able to make
A lockpick. I already have lockpicks. I need a fish hook. Like a fish hook. Continue.
The tent. You want to make a tent as soon as you can.
I do not have enough stuff. Okay. I am now in town. Okay, we have an apothecary, we have a market, a town hall, a forge, an inn. Apothecary? Let's see what's in here. Hello! I can craft things. Must be an alchemist. You could be my alchemist. Good fun. Oh, they can make medicine, comfrey. Good thing I've been collecting all these comfreys, but cannot do anything with it, but okay. But yes, now we have that, okay. Market.
So the so comfreys are used in doing alchemy, and you need a snow flower and a comfrey. You need 2 of each to make a potion. So it's probably a really good idea to because potions are super helpful, especially early on in the game. You'll go through a ton of them. So yeah, picking up that stuff and then buying any snow flowers you come across is also really handy, because you can then once you get good enough, you can actually just make potions to sell, and they sell really well. That's one of the things that you can do that's a really good money maker. So while you're here in the market, make sure you buy enough food to do stuff, and to set one of your people up as your apothecary or alchemist. So you just use the alchemist desk that she has. You can buy stuff. I don't think you can make anything right now because you need the
I just
need
bought
the
a vial
snowflower.
though. Should I get more than one vial? I don't know.
No, that's good enough. Whenever you use a potion, they keep the vial. They don't
Good.
Smash it. So
Good. Yeah,
you'll always have
doesn't make sense
if you're using potions, you'll always have the ability to do that.
Okay. Then I just need to check how much leather do I need to make a thing. Tent. Alright. So I need 2 rope. I need at least 1 more cloth. And I need 6 leather. Definitely won't have enough money if I do that. So I should buy some food instead. Food. What do you have for sale? No, you just have that stuff for sale. You. Talk to you. I need food. You touch it, you buy it. Okay. Let's see. Beans. Beans. Magical fruit. 3. Okay. How much food should I buy? Lots?
Well, you're not gonna need a ton of food once you start to fight wolves. Wolves will give you 2 kinds of food drops for every wolf that you kill. You'll sell the high quality meat, and you'll cook the low quality meat for yourself.
Okay.
That's usually that's the way that if you want to make money, that's one of the best ways to make money, is to just go wolf hunting constantly.
Should buy some more salt. There we go. Okay. Should be good. Who are you? Bernard. Aww. This guy's kind of sad. I don't have much money left. And also my stuff is all repaired. Let's see. What's over here at the forge? Forge! Monbrute. Monbrute can be a blacksmith. Okay, there we go. Everybody has different...
And so turn your main character, or like your primary character, should be your blacksmith. And it should be a strength-based character. Because you get lots of bonuses for strength. And it's expensive to like... Or it's not expensive. It's time-consuming to hunt down the stuff you need to craft stuff with. But you will... It's the best way you can get like specified gear. Like merchants will sell you really good gear, but you'll also be able to like once you unlock like medium armor or something like that, or light armor, you'll be able to make high quality light armor for everybody in your group.
Okay, nice.
And then there's also like badges and stuff. Oh, and you can also fish too. That's the other thing. It's like fishing is a good way to if you have more iron, you'll need to make more hooks, but fishing is a good way to get lots of food. The fishing nodes will respawn every like week or two, I think. Okay. So it's a good way to like make some extra money because really good fish sells for like 5-10 gold each, so you can make a ton of gold that way. And it's also like good to like you always want to have food on you somewhere. So the and always search out those like little like things out here because there's a bunch of like stuff there.
Just a bunch of random bodies here.
And you just walk past the guards with stolen stuff on your person.
Oh, I totally did, and they didn't notice. Well, they turned red.
Oh, they noticed for a brief period of time. They're like, "What is going on here?" Oh, they walked away. Okay, well, I guess there's nothing we can do. They'll turn around and like hunt you down at some point. So.
Okay. Oh, now they're asking to camp. So let us camp. And yes.
And remember to place that skill point.
Yes. Where do here?
The
yes.
book.
Endurance. Okay. And also save. Save. Wait. Save. There we go.
It'll auto-save whenever you camp, I believe. And that's the other save that it'll use. There's a one save that you select, and then there's an auto-save.
Hullabaloo is the name of our adventure. Does it matter, like, what kind of stuff I add to the meal? Oh.
Yes, a little bit. So the higher grade the food, the better, like, results it'll give you. And then you can also give them alcohol or like rum, and that'll increase their mood. So yeah, and all you have to do is just feed them. Did you just delete a bunch of food?
No, I didn't.
It's just a right click. All you have to do is just right click.
There we go. I did it. Okay. They're rested now. We have 2 action points. Okay. Now we may continue our adventure. Let us continue to explore. What is over here? Ah, yes. We've discovered a lumber mill. We're gonna get the sparkly first. Ha 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 ha! Wait a second. Can I make anything yet? Oh. I still need more stuff. Well, I have enough cloth and iron now at least, but I need rope and leather. And definitely more iron for a cooking pot. Okay. Hello! Hello, lumber mill. Hello. There's nothing of interest for you. This is but a simple sawmill. Well, I wanted to say hi.
She's a slaver. If you like look around enough, you'll spot the. You gotta look around a lot, and you gotta inspect everything. And there is a key hidden away that you can steal, and that key will open a thing. but you have to be careful because this is a really tough fight. So you probably don't want to do it right now. You probably just want to leave.
I mostly just wanted to steal the lumber.
If you're wondering where the thing is, it's on the second floor.
Okay. I am good now.
And don't steal too much. If you go over the out now, you're
I'm over
wanted.
now.
You are now wanted for crimes against the Skyrim and her people, and you still didn't get the key.
No, I didn't.
Ah! What?
I did not. I didn't want to deal with it. I did not want to deal with it right now.
Okay. You gotta go. Did you pick up quests while you were in town?
No.
Okay. You gotta go to the tavern in town, and you gotta pick up quests.
Well then, return to the last village.
Didn't you go to the tavern
No,
when you
I
were
did
in the
not.
town? Okay, so you gotta check out all the buildings.
Okay.
And anybody who's green and glowing has a mission for you.
Okay, so let's see.
This is not the person. This is not the person you want to talk to. This is like after you've dealt with a bunch of the other quests. Then they'll give you stuff.
Okay, so desperate refugees, get this murderer person, kick up the bandits.
Easy missions are going to be like a little on the difficult side to complete. Average missions when you're this low level are going to be very, very difficult, and hard are going to be impossible. So you just want to stick with the easy missions that they are offering right now.
Okay. Adventure calls! Oh.
And then you can hire a new person if you have enough stuff.
I don't have enough stuff. Okay, goodbye tavern. Town hall? Hello! Oh, they don't like refugees apparently because they have overrun our streets and are now taking to the roads. Edoran is sending our way anything with legs and a mouth that cannot wield a sword. You have your work cut out for you. There's no lack of honest folk in need of help to fend off the refugee menace. Oh no! You cannot go upstairs. I can only exit. That's okay. Alright. Now we can go. Do I have food? Did I get the food? Yes, I got the food. Okay. Well then. Now what? I go this way? I remember there was cloth in these woods here. There we go. Inspect. Let's just go inspect these poor fools. Oh, we found money. And no cloths. That's okay. What's this? We found some wood. Good. There's some stuff down here. Oh, there's some bandits over there. Should I go try to kill them?
You should hunt out some wolf packs first.
Okay.
And find that group that you're supposed to fight. So
Crap.
starting with wolves.
That group is fighting me. We're going to fight them.
And remember to camp whenever the camp sign's on your head.
I wanted
have
to, but
camp.
We were gonna get attacked, and then they just came at me, and I had no choice, Commander. Commander, you stay with me. Oh no. Oh no, everybody's tired. Oh no. These are raiders. And then you go against this guy. Yeah, his armor's down. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Go here, stab him in the back, and come here. Then you. Okay, how far can you move? You can move over here. Swing! That's okay, I have armor! Oh no. Oh no, please don't die. No! No, I don't like you. You're terrible.
Yeah, once you're locked into combat, you can't move the attack swing area. That's why positioning is like super, super important. And you can get locked into attacking your friends if they happen to be standing right next to the people. So you want to make sure that you engage enemies like properly. And then when you're finished attacking, you can always move and either engage or surround other enemies. And an enemy that's surrounded by at least 3 enemies will suffer a massive disadvantage when they're getting attacked. So that you'll be able to kill them very, very easily. And don't use your abilities when you don't need to. And a dying person can be healed by somebody who has a healing ability. But I think the person who's dying is the person with the healing ability. So that is not helpful. No. Dying means that if you can finish the combat without them taking any more damage, they'll live. But you might have no. You need to restart this battle because your positioning was just absolutely terrible.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, you have to. That, and they were also exhausted, and that really doesn't help them. You have to, when that first little camp sign appears and you're near enemies, it's like you got to move away from the enemies very quickly. I was trying
to run away, and they kept
you went through them though. That was so bad.
I just want to go back to the village then.
So start with your archer, not your swords person. You see, there's a trap on the field. The trap is, if you can force them to run through it, then they get injured. So you want to move the archer up, and you want to take out the guy on the top left. You don't the guy on the top left has he does way more damage. The guy with the big hammer the hammer guy takes a turn to do the damage. So you can always move people out of the way before that happens. Almost always. It's a little tricky, but it's easy to do. So then you want to switch to your soldier guy with the shield because he's your tank, and you want to move the tank up to engage somebody. You don't want to move your swords person because they you moved your swords person. Okay, restart the battle. You don't have to. You're not set in the person that it gives you to move. That's just a suggestion. You can switch whoever you want that still has a turn to do. So you have 2 turns. So I would suggest moving your archer out first, taking a shot on the guy with the weapon, with the double weapons.
Pew. Okay. There we go. Now I want my shield.
And now you take your shielder and you move your shielder up right into his face and engage with the hammer.
Here? This guy?
No. You want I'm delayed. You want to attack the guy with the 2 weapons, the axe and the dagger. The top left guy, the guy that you just shot your.
I just ran through the trap.
Don't run through the trap.
Okay, I don't.
You have to like. You ran him in the wrong direction. You got to run him around the trap. You can make more than one move action at a time. Okay. So if you need to like make the guy walk around something, you can say move here, and then he moves there, and then you're like, okay, now move there, instead of running in a straight line through the trap.
I can't even reach the guy now.
Well, you have to play it close.
Can I still hit him from here?
No. Oh. Like you moved him too broad around the trap. You need to like narrow it down a little bit more. If you mouse over the trap will show you exactly where it activates. So you take your guy, you move him close to the trap, but not like directly on it, and then you can move him again. There you go.
Okay.
So now he's locked in combat and he can't do the double hit, triple hit thing that he did before, because that's now the other guy's going to be able to do that. So you gotta take care of that situation. But because that guy is winding up with the axe, you have to either kill the hammer guy before next round, or you have to kill the other guy who's locked in combat with the shielder, so the shielder doesn't take that damage. The best thing you could probably do is so your dagger guy can stab that guy in the back, so that's probably like the best thing to do, because he's got lots of damage. You can not that guy, the other guy, not him, the other guy.
Too bad.
Not him, the other. Okay, not him, the other guy.
Too bad.
Yeah, too bad. Because he had enough movement points to go behind the guy that the shielder is fighting and stab him in the back, and that would have been like really close to a kill. It throws the dagger and then attacks. That's what those guys do.
Well, good thing it's my tank in there.
Oh, he disengaged. Oh no, now he's surrounded. Okay, yeah, he's really taken so much damage. So when like you really want to kill, focus target one person at a time. You don't want to like spread out your damage between like 5 or 6 different people. So now you're forced to like um you're forced to like now you have to kill the hammer guy before his turn activates, otherwise he's going to kill your tank.
I don't like this.
Well, I mean, at this point, probably
I just want to go
restarting.
back to the village.
Yes, and then not run your
This is
guys
dumb.
ragged until they're exhausted. And did you remember to keep it on easy when you were starting this up?
Yes!
Are you sure?
I thought so, but now I just want to restart the whole thing. I don't like this. I don't like the troop that I have.
Yeah, the troop that you have is a little widgety.
Garbage.
You typically want, so for a good troop, you want your archer to have the healing ability. And then the other thing that you want to probably do fairly on is recruit somebody as fast as you can, so that you have a total of 5 people. And all you have to do for that is you just have to like, so if you run to the first town, and you like, so you pick up everything on your way to the first town, to the like starting town, you can like hand out some food to the villagers. If you manage to kill a wolf pack, you'll be able to like give out a whole bunch of bread to them. You can give some bread to the lady in the market, and then you can give some other food to some other people, and that should give you enough to be able to recruit one person. And then you'll have to go like, again, hunt some more wolves, pick up the quest, and then just like you kind of go in a surrounding area to pick up stuff to begin with. So who you got now? You got somebody with a sword. Okay, that's good. You got a sword guy. You got a dagger guy. You got a shielder. Okay, so same kind of setup. So yeah, start with archer, and then engage with your shielder, so that he's forced to attack the guy with the shield. Then you get on this backside with either the stabby or the person with the two-hander. You probably want to start with the sword person first, because they got that big cleave, and you can't attack. You can't attack if you can't attack without like. You can move if you move the stabby guy away from him, that would probably be good. Oh, you just passed the turn. Okay.
What's galvanism?
Galvanization. Yay! There you go. See, that's much better. Guy only had one chance to attack, so you should be able to kill the other guy before the next round. It's 1 damage. Oh. Now, remember the sword person has an extra range, so they can actually hit the guy. You just have to move them into the right position and not move the other enemies or your other guys in to like block what they can do. So if you can like move them around to the other side, always move them around to the other side. I don't think that's not.
Oh well.
Oh, you should get it. Yeah, archer, stabby guy. Oh no, he can't get there. Oh, you can get there if you move that. Yeah, if you do that. There you go. See, there's something good that you can use that ability for. There we go. That's much better. And you got a free lockpick. Remember to set up your you gotta do your level ups.
Okay.
Use the troops and bonuses. Like I just would open that all the time. I would take the grease, steal the grease, not the rope. Well, I mean, probably steal both of them. You kind of need both, but you won't need the rope before you need the grease. Because with the grease, you can make an offhand for your stabby guy.
Hmm.
Did you give some bread to that lady in the town square?
Nope. What lady?
So in the
Oh.
market square, there's a lady sitting in the front.
Okay.
And give her some food, and then just make sure you buy enough food for your next camping day. And don't that guy will not he will not polish your armor. He will steal your armor.
Well, that's nice.
And now you have to hunt him down, and yeah. So now he's gone, and he stole your armor too. But it's okay. You can find. He's just outside of town, drinking away the money.
Can I see him from here, or?
Usually he's usually like if you leave town, you have to depart. He's usually just outside of town. Yeah, there he is, bottom right. He was running away. No, bottom right.
I don't see him anywhere.
He was running to the bottom, just keep going in that direction. Keep going. He went to the right. To the right. Follow the road. There he is. There he is. He's running. He's running. Get on the road. So you move faster on the road.
Is this him? Did I get back my stuff too, or? Because I got back money.
Yeah, and I would attack him, because like he's just a bum who robs people. Mm-hmm. And I mean, this isn't like present day. There's no jail. Well, I mean, there is a jail. You can if you have rope, you can tie him up. Maybe. I'm not positive about that. I haven't tried that. I just avoid the guy because he's such a scumbag. See if you can run somebody behind him. So use your sword person to run up and taunt him.
Too bad. I took him out.
Or kill him.
Die.
There we go. The game is very unforgiving on a lot of things. This person's like, have you seen any refugees around? We hate the refugees. We kill the refugees. She's a very terrible person. And they're all drunk too. So I haven't actually fought them. I don't know what they do. There's a mine just down to the right. If you go to the mine down to the right, there's some good stuff. No, down to the right.
So drunk.
Have you seen the? Hey, you guys look familiar. Have you seen the person? So yeah, the salt mine is a. This is like you can farm iron here every week. You can come in here and farm iron, and it's free. All you have to do is persuade them to let you in. So there you go. So now you can mine, and mining is pretty fun. It's not. It's not a. I don't think there's a time limit to it. You just click when the arrow is green. So you just wait until it's green, and then you click, and then you do that 5 times, and then you will get. Just take your time. You don't have to rush. There's another one in there somewhere. It's to the left, I think. Here you go. You can get jewels while doing this, and jewels sell for a lot of money.
Is that it? Just the 2 spots?
I think so here. Sometimes there's 3, and when you come back, sometimes there's only 1. It depends on the respawn rate. It's very random. But you can talk to him and he'll be like, "Thank you so much. We can now get back to work." And then you gain back all the stuff that you just lost. It's so funny. It's one of those like nice, easy things to do.
Oh, there's thieves. Kind of want this food, but where's no? How can I tell how tired my troops are?
There is a. I'm not positive.
Okay, I'll just wait until they tell me they're tired.
Yeah. And if you have wood, grease, and something else, you should be able to make a torch at some point. Ooh, venison. And then stay on the roads as much as possible when you're like traveling between places. It helps you travel a lot faster and a lot safer. The old sheepfold, there's a quest here. It's a pretty nice one.
Okay. There's stuff in these woods. Okay. Maybe we shall kill them. Does time pause when I'm in camp?
I think so. I don't think it progresses. I'm pretty sure it freezes. Also, when you can watch, if you're watching the world, sometimes two troops will start fighting each other, like those wolves and those hunters or bandits are doing right now. If you jump in on that, you can side with one of them, and you can like pick a fight with one side or the other. I wouldn't recommend it on that one because I think those guys are still pretty high level.
Probably there's a skull on the skull.
But you can make friends with animals that way and get animal companions. And then if you get Beastmaster unlocked for one of your classes, you can get to the point where you'll like easily side with them during like conflicts and stuff. And that mine will have enemies in it. So you'll definitely want to save before you go in. Hullabaloo.
Did I sneak up on them?
I don't know if you. No, sorry, no, you can't. You can ambush enemies out in the world, but in events like this, you have to like you're pretty limited. So in here, this is where like send your swords person in first to like do that big attack and hit both of them, or your archer. I can't see your. Do you have two attacks first or one attack?
2.
Okay, then use your archer first to like weaken one of them, and then use your sword person next to like hit multiple targets, and then you'll send in your and to taunt. That's the other thing too, is like make sure you're using taunt correctly. Don't start your archer over there.
Oh, too bad.
Oh, yeah, that's a really dangerous place for your archer to be in. Remember to. Oh, okay. Syb's levels are very high. I should show you the round that I'm playing. I'm playing at like level 5 stuff. I've got like a legendary weapon or two, and it's like the strategy. The game is almost harder in the early levels than it is in the later levels, because your gear and your weapons and stuff is just like you just don't have that much, and it kind of sucks. See if this will work here.
Okay, so here, I guess.
So your archer can start in the back because you can always move your archer first. So you don't want him in the front. You want him immediately behind somebody to start. So you move him there. You move your swords person in the front there, and that's probably a good starting position. So now you start with your archer and you move him up. So he's beside or right behind or like right next to one of your other soldiers. Then you take down whoever you're going to focus down first. I think in this case they're identical, so it doesn't really matter because they both have exactly the same amount of hit points. So then now you move your swords person in, and you move them right in the middle of the two enemies so that you can hit both of them at once with the smashy smash.
Now taunt.
And you hit smash, and then as soon as you've done that, then you pick one of them, whoever's next on their attack list. So look at the attack list. Who is acting first in them?
That guy.
So move your character. I think which is it?
This guy right here. The first one I attacked was next on the list.
Okay, then so yeah, he's gonna set that up. He's got a hammer though, so probably didn't need to do that for the hammer guy.
Move up my hammer guy.
So now move him in, and you want him to finish off the guy who's doing the big swing, because you really don't want him to do the big swing.
Okay.
Big swing is not good.
I messed up. Hey Notional says Syb's levels are very high. Meant the microphone sound level, but hey, being OP is fun too.
Oh, the microphone levels. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that it was that high. Can you drop my volume just a little bit?
I guess.
I don't. It's extremely aggravating that every time I go to use the microphone, the volumes are different. Every single time. I don't know what's going on. We have been trying to figure this out for years, and it's like whenever I get into a call, I'll place the microphone in the exact same spot, at the exact same levels, and we're having a connection with the exact same person, and yet always the microphone volumes are different. Always. Always different. It is so aggravating. So you want to taunt the guy that doesn't have the big hammer,
The hammer guy's the next one.
but he doesn't actually attack, right? He only does the setup for the attack, and you'll be able to move out of that way before that happens.
Okay.
Because the guys with 2 weapons, they attack twice and they do a lot more damage. So you really don't want that to happen. Or if it does happen, you want it to be very limited in what they can do.
Go beside him with my hammer guy.
You
should go up here. But I might hit the other guy. But that guy's a new guy.
I don't
know
it's
what to
do. It's a little tight. So I mean, probably just focus the hammer guy down because you got so much.
So I want to hit him more, and now he still has so much armor. So I'm gonna do what I did last time then.
And hammer guy can attack twice because he's got the hammer guy. You might want to put your shielder, the guy with the hammer, or the club, it's club or hammer, whichever one it is. You might want to put him on the outside up at the top so that he can attack from the rear. The hammer guy, like your shielder, you need to move him to that northern position. No, the one that's off by itself. There you go. And then you can move him up, and then you start with the archer. There you go. There's some good positioning. And focus down the guy with the top guy, the henchman. Did your sword guy not go first?
Nope.
What happened?
I decided to try to use the hammer guy.
Before you took out both of them? Yes. Yeah, no, that is H. The strategy is good. You just have to follow through with it. Shielder up top. Dagger person there. There you go. Start with the archer. Move the archer up. Attack the northern henchman. Then the sword person. Go in, you double smash. Then you taunt the guy with the 2 weapons. You have to, I think you have to move them. You have to move your sword person just a little bit to the north. Yeah.
He still ran.
That's fine. You don't have to care about the hammer guy at all. What are you doing? You don't have to... You don't have to care about what the hammer guy is doing. Because you're going to move those guys before this... Like, before they act. So now pick your... pick the hammer... Your shielder. I keep saying hammer because he's the hammer class. You hit him once, and then you hit him again.
I didn't realize I could hit him again.
The hammer guy, the guy with the club can always attack twice as long as you have a valor point. You don't have to keep restarting. Now move him behind. Yeah, there you go. Behind. Then you get 1 attack. You get 2 attacks. And then you have you get a bonus attack there when he gets somebody really low. He gets a bonus attack to like finish them off. But you don't have to worry about that. Just move this guy right behind the hammer guy, the guy with the hammer, and then you can stab him. It's a little wonky here with that. And then just remember to move your archer out of that range of that guy before he gets to go in his turn. Because he'll do that big smash at the beginning of his turn. So you can do other things. You could probably like kill off that other guy before you do that. Because you need to kill off the guy with the double weapons first. Because he's the higher risk, right? He's the higher threat. The hammer guy is like... He's only a danger if he's allowed to move twice in a row, and because you can see where he is in the movement, it's like it's really easy to avoid him. It's like he winds up to do a big attack, and you're just like, all right, I'm just gonna move behind you now, and then you're gonna attack him from behind, and then he's like, okay, I'm winding up, and you're like, oh, okay, well, I'm just gonna move around to the backside of you again. It's kind of funny, and then he gets he gets an extra bonus attack if you have extra those little diamondy point things. I think they're called valor points. The valor points are, you can get them through a couple of different ways, like, assassinating and that kind of stuff. And you can always, because he hasn't engaged you, you can always move around him. It's like, that's why the hammer guys aren't really a threat, because they're only a threat if there's like a lot of them, or if they get like multiple attacks in a turn, and there's not very many of them that do that. Yay, you cleared the mine, and you got a big axe, I think. I don't think, actually, no, I don't think you have anybody who can use the axe right now. But now you can mine, and there's 3 mining nodes in here. And I think there's a barrel of stuff, I'm not sure. Start this battle. Ooh, apprentice miner. Another one. You get lots of iron this way. You should be able to make some armor. Some heavy armor. For making heavy armor, all you need is just iron. For medium armor, you need iron and leather, and then for light leather, you need leather and cloth. And you have to learn all those recipes for the improved armor. If you're just making rags, then you just need cloth, but the rags aren't very good to make. Alright, you should head back to town about now. But yeah, that's the game. There's more quests, there's more difficult challenges. Oh, did you talk to the sheepfold people yet?
No. I already did, and I'm meeting her here.
Oh, okay, good. So then they argue back and forth. Blah, 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 blah. I want this, I want that. He's so rude because he's not even using it.
He's just a fisherman. What? That is very rude. So. Oh. Convince him. Okay. Pile of rubble is mine. I don't have money to bribe.
You can threaten him, and if you don't have too much suspicion, then it doesn't take that long.
I now have 100.
Oh, you rolled really poorly on that. You got a 90. Ouch. That's okay.
80.
Just stay in the woods for a little bit, like in the woody areas, and just wait for that to go down.
Since my thing is already high, I'm just gonna steal the stuff.
Yep. Actually, there's no point in not stealing his stuff anymore.
It's impossible for you to steal anything here without being noticed.
Oh, that'll make you turn wanted. Oh, I didn't know that. That's
Love
cool.
it.
Don't steal his stuff. You don't want
I'll
to
steal it
you don't
later.
want to deal with guard you don't want to deal with guards coming to kill you.
Where am I? I am now hidden. Not very well, but I am hidden.
So then you can go back south and talk to the sheepfold people again. They'll give you the reward. Sword dancer, probably the best one.
I picked this one last time.
Yeah, I spent so long in this game trying to like get my like to get a good set of characters because there's their natural abilities, there's their natural stat distribution, and then some other stuff. So I definitely like re-rolled a lot, but I also wanted like a group that I could like, right?
I'm kind of meh at this group.
Yeah, and that's why re-rolling is like I think is a good thing to do because then you get to actually pick your people, and then you can rename your characters if you like them good enough, and then if you have 10 wood, you can turn that into the lady here, and she'll give you
Okay,
yeah.
I think I need to talk to what's her face at the
Uh,
fishery.
oh, is she still at the fishery?
I guess so. I went all that way
kind of
for
cool.
nothing.
Yeah. I did that really late one night, so I can't remember what I.
What now? So disagreeable. Now I go into the woods.
So yeah, you can camp. You may camp at some point. You can also you can level up again. Your book level up skill is there too. But yeah, you just fight like you can fight some. See if you can find some wolves to fight. You can join that fight that's going on right now. If you side with the wolves, the other guys shouldn't fight you. I say with a big question mark.
Each companion agrees to a cut in wages. That helped me save some money because I only have 60 coin.
Yeah, we'll take a look at your inventory too.
Inventory. I want even faster endurance. There's also smooth talk. Artful dodgers.
Artful Dodgers is good if you're going the thief route, like heavy into the thief route.
Will it decrease my suspicion right now?
It won't just. I don't think it'll decrease your suspicion right now.
Endurance it is. Oh no, they beat the wolves. And I have
Don't go in
65
there.
wages.
They'll be hostile to you. If you didn't help them, they'll be very hostile.
I did not help them.
All right, you need to go probably the other way. to find. Sorry, talking about food in my mouth. You need to go the other direction to find some traders. So because you need a little bit of gold. And traders don't come out this far. They're on the main road just to the left.
No! Guards are chasing after me. No! I am trying to run away.
It's going to be very difficult to run away from the guards.
So just pay?
You can return the stolen goods.
Return.
It's just a rope and some grease, so it's not that helpful.
Pay the fines?
And then, yeah, you probably have to pay the fine. Oh, you got a brooch thingy.
I don't know where the brooch thingy is.
It's in the inventory. So go to your character. Go to your favorite character.
None of these people are my favorite.
So just go to whichever one you're using more, and you can equip that little, like, it looks like a belt buckle. Medallion. You get extra willpower. So it goes good on your archer. That's who I have it on, is my archer. And then you're going to sell that sapphire for monies and the rubies and some other stuff.
Those merchants?
Just whichever merchant is closer. You don't have to chase them down. If you just stay on the road, they'll walk towards you. Like they go on like they go back and forth, right? So you just have to like just stay on the road, and eventually one will walk past you on the main roads. On the side roads, yeah, not so much. So you sell the 2 gems and the and if you have enough of the other meat, right now you just probably just have to sell the 2 gems and then you're good. But you can also sell like the venison. Any meat that sells for 5 each is good, but you always have to make sure that you have enough food for your next camp, which I think you're pretty. Looks like you're really low on food, so you don't need to sell that. But now you can go. Yeah. Well, I mean, we can probably end the stream here because we have to get going.
Yeah.
But it's very punishing. It is meant to be extremely. This game is meant to be extremely brutal. It's really rough. Like, this isn't one of the games where you get characters and you're like, I'm gonna name you after my best friends, because you're gonna lose them all. It's like XCOM. It's like, I named all my XCOM characters after all my friends, and then they all died. So now I have, Robbie number 43, because all of the other Robbies died.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
It's a tough game. The story, which we didn't get into because we were doing other stuff, the story is actually pretty interesting. The more you, up at the top there, you have that little purple bar. That purple bar denotes like the storyline and where you are in it, because you help the farmers or the sheephold people. That kind of got you some points there towards that. So once every like 20 or 40 points, there's a new storyline that kind of like activates. And then they start sending you out to like cities really far away, and then you can start to do a whole bunch of different stuff. But really it's not linear. It just, you can do whatever you want to do. Like if you had gone north from where you were here and gotten to the outlaw camp, then you could have made friends with the outlaws and started doing things with the outlaws. So it really depends on what you want to do. There's a ton of stuff that you can do. So it's very interesting.
Yeah. So
it is not for everybody though.
Very sandboxy.
What?
Very sandboxy.
Yes, yeah, very. That's why I said do it on easy, because if you thought easy was hard, like easy is like, in a normal game's difficulty range, it's like normal to hard. Normal is like hard to nightmare, and then nightmare is like He's like, oh no, Jimmy got scratched by that rat. Well, I guess Jimmy's gonna die now. Goodbye, Jimmy. And it's like, oh dear, we're so hungry. What do we do? Well, I guess we're gonna have to eat Jimmy's corpse. It's like that's the level of difficulty Nightmare is, or the hard mode is, because it's Nightmare Plus. Like once, and again, it's the game is harder in the early stages of the game than it is in the late stages of the game.
Just because
So
of
it-
the level.
Well, it's because you don't have like a ton of like really good equipment. You have like bare bones. Like
I
as
have a
soon as you,
stick.
yeah, you have sticks and stuff. Oh, I forgot you could. Yeah, how I forgot to tell you, you can sell that axe. That axe sells for like weapons sell for a decent amount of money.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Well then. Okay.
And they're also really heavy, and you don't need to lug them around everywhere. But yeah, once you get into like the later stages, everything gets a lot like things do get a little bit easier at some points, but it's still really crazy rough. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah.
So that's
thanks
the
for
game.
joining us, everybody. Hit that like button. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. Join our Discord. Invite links in our channel description. And yeah, we'll chat with you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.